Yo, is it just me or is it like mad hard to find a job right now? For those that don't know, I left the job I was at for a little over a year about 3 months ago. There was a big shift in management around the 8 month mark, and it started to deteriorate like super bad immediately. I stuck it out for like another 4.5, 5 months, but eventually, it got to the point where, like, for the sake of my mental health, I had to get the fuck out of Dodge. It got to a point where I wasn't willing to sacrifice any more of my time or stress or any of that, just for a couple $100 a month or whatever. It wasn't worth it. And like I said, it's been about 3 months, and I've been putting in applications like super steady. First month I would just kind of check Indeed or check LinkedIn or whatever else, and I'd throw in a couple applications here and there for jobs that looked interesting, but I wasn't, I was being passive. I wasn't really pursuing it. I really wasn't checking on it. I was just kind of waiting on them to hit my line. After like a month and a half passed that I had maybe one or two interviews and they were kind of bullshit or like just really bad offers, I started being a little bit more proactive. If I saw a job that I actually wanted, I would obviously apply. I would send an email to any managers that might have been linked on the actual job posting with my resume and stuff like that. And usually after like 2 or 3 business days, I would give them a call like, hey, my name is so-and-so. I applied for position XYZ. I just want to show that I'm interested in it and hope that, we can have a back and forth about the position. Just like trying to be professional, trying to show interest, that kind of bullshit that, people who are hiring like. And I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That shit ain't really done me much good neither. I don't know whose dick I gotta suck to get a job. Pause. But it's starting to feel that way, and I'm kind of getting fed up with this shit. I've seen a lot of shit on the internet that, it's not just me, even though it feels like it's just me right now, but I've seen a lot of shit on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube videos, even comments I've gotten on other videos of my own of people kind of saying the same sentiment. Like, if everybody's hiring, why is nobody hiring? The older generation likes to talk shit that we're so lazy, or that, we have no loyalty to companies, which I'll say for myself, I ain't got no loyalty to no company. Fuck them. They can eat my balls, because why am I going to have loyalty to somebody that ain't going to have no loyalty to me? End of the day, no matter how much blood, sweat, and tears you put in for them, you're disposable and you're just a number. They like to say that, oh, we're lazy, this, that, and the other thing, talking about how, oh, they're all unemployed and this, that, and the other thing. But it's like, if we're doing our part and applying and even going the extra mile of calling and to give us a fucking interview, how is that on us? I've seen a big thing lately. I've been seeing, like, I think for like the last year or two, ghost jobs or like ghost job postings. I didn't know what it was. I don't really understand why companies do it, but basically it's that a company will post a job that they have no intention of actually filling. And I thought it was cap at first, because I was like, why would they even do that shit? But I'm starting to think it might be a thing, because there's been like 4 jobs that I've applied to that I would fit perfectly for. And like, I would apply on like a Monday, right? Next Monday, the job posting's down. So I'm like, oh, all right, I guess they filled it already. By like by like Wednesday or Thursday, the posting is back up again. So I'm like, all right, what the fuck? So the second time I'll apply, but I'll do like I said before. I'll send an email if there's an email link to the posting, or I'll call the company and be like, yo, my name is so-and-so, that shit. And then 5 days later, the shit's down again. And I'm just like, all right, like, what the fuck is going on? Because, like, it would be one thing if I was like a 20-year-old whose only job experience was like working at McDonald's or some shit. But like, gang, my resume is straight. I've got experience in like the normal shit, like retail and hospitality and sales and all that shit. I got experience in logistics. I got experience in managerial shit and like not big time, but like actual managerial shit. Not like a shift supervisor at Taco Bell, which is no diss to anybody whose job that is. I'm sure you bust your ass. But like, I was an account manager for a big company that I was in charge of handling teams for different clients at different locations, handling contractual renegotiations. Like, it was a quote unquote big boy job. So it's like, my resume looked straight. And the like shortest time I've worked at most jobs was at least a year. So it's not like I was jumping around job to job, because I know that could be a thing that they look at. So I'm just like, I don't understand what the fuck the disconnect is right now, bro. I don't understand why I'm putting in the effort, but nobody's calling me back. And the ones that do call me back, it's a bullshit job. Something where like the pay rate is drastically too low. Or something where it's like I'll apply for job B, and when I get there, they're trying to interview me about job C, and it's like, bro, that's not the shit I applied for. I don't know, man. Like, you know, I know a lot of people are struggling right now, and it's not just me. And my heart goes out to everybody else who's going through this shit. It's just, if everybody's hiring, why the fuck is nobody hiring?